morning. How's everybody doing today? Happy Monday. Welcome to the first of a full week of sprints, except for Wednesday. Um, Let me know what you're working on. Good morning, Cranko. How's it going? What are we working on this morning? Um, I've just realized this is the best time for me to write, and this is the only way I will actually sit down and do it. So, at the time being. So, we are going to be live here at this time. I'll never guess what you're working on. Okay, is it a short story or is it notes? Which one? Am I close? Good morning, Sherry. Bleary eyed but awake, trying to decide between working on revisions and some critique partner feedback. Yep. That's so exciting. It sounds like it's a similar stage of the process to where I'm at right now. And it's hard to decide what to focus on. But, yep, back to the notes. Oh, man. That's awesome. I am exactly where I was at the end of the last sprint. I'm going to be so real. Actually, no, maybe I wrote once over the weekend. I'm just realizing I will like zone in, zero in on one thing in my life. And I'll do all the other things, but kind of on the sideline, and they all kind of have to be scheduled or I won't do them. And right now, that is unfortunately not writing what my brain is actually focused on, which is actually fine. I think it's healthy sometimes for my main priority to not be writing. It is, if you were wondering, the triathlon training, which I'm not going to talk about, I promise, but that's what I've been thinking about. Like, my thoughts have been like, when is the next time I'm going to go on my swim or my run, or like, what am I doing? And so if I have it in my schedule that I'm just writing at 6 a.m. and I have to be because you all are going to hold me accountable, then I will do it and I will be great. So, good morning, Kian. Finally watched Challengers yesterday and I feel rife with inspiration. The toxic throuple trope got to me. LOL. That sounds amazing and I love it. I love that feeling when you watch something that really inspires you. It's so awesome. The CP feedback allows me to procrastinate over my own work, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. It's an ease into writing for the week. You're already here writing on Monday morning or evening, wherever you are. Um, Although I think it's morning for you, Sherry, because you're bleary eyed, which I'm hoping is just because it's the morning. Um, yeah. So also, I don't know what magic Spotify is working, but every cue, I've been doing the smart shuffle, which is probably like something with AI, isn't it? Dang it. I'm annoyed that that is so good. Um, it smart shuffles and it knew exactly the cue of music that I wanted to listen to today. I'm going to figure out if I want to share my playlist or not. As I'm trying to figure out if it's like somehow a spoiler to the book, but I don't know how it would be. I love scheduling. The problem is doing what I scheduled. Like you, I require external motivation. Because this is the thing. I always now get up at 4:30 when my alarm goes off, which I know is insane. I didn't actually get out of the bed until like 5. But then I will just do all these other random things instead of actually just sit down and write at 6. So, welcome to the live sprint. So you're all going to do it with me. Um, yeah, if anybody else wants to share what they're working on before we get into the first sprint. I'm still on I guess I'm on chapter 22. I think I did write, but you know why I wrote? It was because I was filming a video that needed to go up. That's why. Not because out of the kindness and willingness of my heart. It was because this writing vlog doesn't have any writing in it. I better write. Drop the playlist. I promise we won't be spoiled. Okay, I'll maybe put it in the description of this live afterwards. Okay, and it's 7 a.m. Toronto. Oh, and you're working afternoons for the summer. That's nice. I wish. But not at the same time. I like work. I like getting up in the morning and sitting on my porch while the sun rises, whatever. Anyway, I think let's go ahead and get started with our first sprint. So if everybody wants to, oh, my neck just cracked in 8 different places. That's the thing about biking that they don't tell you is that your neck is gonna fall off. Okay. Oh, I don't even have the clock up, everyone. We're starting out rough this morning. Um, as per usual, let's do a 25-minute sprint because that's what my brain operates in nowadays. Let's see. It's giving millennial on a call or a boomer on a call trying to like get everything working. Okay. It's funny. I feel like you guys are going to see the playlist and be like, listen, this is the most basic thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'll be like, you know what? And you know what? You're right. It's mostly just the Doctor Who theme song soundtrack from season 4 through 7, and then some like Billie Eilish and everything that's popular on TikTok right now. Okay, let's get cooking. Give your neck a little stretch. Get your WIP up on that screen and let's write. All right. Try not to cough into the mic directly. But that brings us to the end of the first sprint. Let me know how you did, how many words you got, chapters you got through, anything that feels relevant. Hey, JC, thanks for joining us. What are you working on today? I got through about 600 words. That's pretty good. I will always... Let me finish the sentence. I don't know where it was going. I started this notes document on my phone. Document is so official for my notes app on my phone. About just a list of like things I've learned while writing a book, just for some future video so I can keep track. And the first thing I put on there is that it's always going to take 2 months longer than I think it's going to. And I feel like that just applies to everything. Like this scene, I thought I was done with last week, and I'm still working on the same scene because it never ends. Good morning, Danielle. How's it going? You got a few pages line edited. That's awesome. Wrote almost 2 pages and got through a good deal of notes, a great deal of notes. That's awesome. 400 words for Keon. We're doing great this morning. Yeah. And so I feel like I've been on this scene forever. It's one of my, I think, top 3 favorite scenes of the whole book. So I'm happy to just be in this scene forever. But I'm like, girl, we gotta get to another chapter here. But, yet somehow it's still, I don't know. I'm still getting a lot of words. I don't understand. But, it's not for me to understand. Actually, it is, but it's fine. Yes, yes, yes. I really do need to drop the playlist because, well, now I need to see if the queue is still as good. It still is as good. How do they do it? Sometimes I listen to like a playlist and then I'm like, I've already listened through all the good songs. Like there's nothing else good in this playlist. And then no, I'm always wrong. I guess my playlist is like 7 hours long. I need to see how long it is. No, it's 5 hours long. That is aggressive. Yes. Don't forget to like the stream. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and like the stream. And yes, I am watching my own stream as I always will. I am my biggest supporter. Okay. Anyway, let's get going with another sprint. Hello, 88 Green. Welcome. What are you working on this morning? Or afternoon or evening? I don't know. I'm starting to lose it. You guys, it's only 6:30 on a Monday morning and I've already like, when is the weekend to be done? Which is a toxic mindset of me to have. But I'm feeling great. Okay. Let's see if I can, do you think it's real? Yes, I'm going to finish this chapter, this sprint. Finally going to finish it. But the next chapter is worse because I have to explain a bunch of things to myself and to the reader and to my characters all at the same time, which hopefully is done with the same thing. Anyway, okay. Let's quick do a little stretch of the, that was an aggressive shot of my wrist. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, Kian, it is 5:30 there. You were a real one showing up that early. That's awesome. Go get your coffee. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, well, that's concerning. Maybe I have arthritis. Let's hope not. Okay, after that, let's get cooking with another sprint. It's evening for you, 88 Green. Awesome. Some nice relax. I wish it was the evening right now. I wish I had already lived this day. It's not like it's a hard day or anything, but it just sounds so nice that it would be the evening. So I'm excited for you. Okay. Wait. You guys, do I know how to screen share? You would hope so. I'm always a little stressed I'm gonna like screen share my whole document. Well, this is so sweet. You just made my whole day. Well, thank you. I like writing with you guys. You're gonna make me emotional. Okay. Let's do it. All right. That brings us to the end of that one. How did we do? How many words did I even get? Oh my gosh. Okay, about 500. Yep. About 500 words for me. I finished the chapter though, and that's all I wanted to do. My hands started rebelling against me though. Like, I don't know why my wrists are so sore. It's fine. Sherry says, working on critique partner feedback. I find editing someone else's work helps me ease back into my own. Yeah. I feel this actually. I have not done a lot of critiquing recently. A lot of my critique partners are actually not writers. Um, well, actually, no. They are writers, but in like different mediums, you know? So I have one friend who's a critique partner who she writes, but she hasn't had anything ready, which is fine. She just writes very slowly, which is actually great as a critique partner. And then I have one who is going to school for like publishing and editing. Actually, she just graduated. So like those are my main CPs right now. So I don't actually get to read that much writing, but I'm sure that that would be kind of a nice writing adjacent task. And also, Sherry finds it hard to listen to anything other than instrumentals once I get going, but lyrics are good for the setting the mood. Yeah, I find I have to listen to songs that I already know every word to, so I don't actually have to listen to them. Interesting. I've heard this a lot that people struggle with like listening to lyrics while writing because then you'll just eventually start writing the lyrics. I think it just depends. I honestly feel like I start listening to the playlist as I'm writing the outline, and so then by the time I get to actually writing the book, I already know the song so well that I'm not even listening to it. Does that make sense? Yes, just like this. Just like this. I got like half of what I did before done. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I'm excited that I finished that chapter, but also not because now I have to write the next chapter, which is 5,000 words, which is great. It's also like the epitome of Act Two, Part Two. That scene is you look up Act Two, Part Two in a dictionary, and it's a picture of this chapter, and I hate that for me, but it's fine. I have to get to it eventually. Danielle started line editing, and then got distracting and fed a squirrel that comes to my back porch. That comes to my porch. You know, I think that counts. Looking at nature, experiencing the world, that counts as writing, right? I find that if I listen to the same video with lyrics on repeat, it sinks into the background. Most of the time I do instrumental though. That's so interesting. I used to do a lot of instrumental. I listened to the Vitamin String Quartet, if anybody knows them. It's like, like right now I feel like it's very popular, like the Bridgerton soundtrack is like instrumentals of popular songs, but the Vitamin String Quartet was the OG of that. I used to, when I was reading my very first book in high school, that's what we did. I listened to. There's like like every song from that era. That's what I listened to. So maybe I'll drop that playlist down below too, because that's like fully instrumental. 88 Green got to hit a page and a half edited. That's awesome. That's impressive for 30 minutes, actually. A plus work. Hello, Nick. 1/5 of the way through memoir edits. Proofreads, which are also incorporating line edits, as I notice sentencings that need restructuring. I have never felt that ending of that sentence more. Proofreading is always like you think you're done, and then you're like, nope, just kidding, have to make all these line edits. Well, I hope it's going well. And also, I agree with Cranko here. If a squirrel came to my porch, I would also be distracted. Let me tell you, I did get distracted. I will admit it. The rabbits, I have talked about the rabbits before, but they are reproducing at a rate that I think needs to be studied. So if anybody knows anyone who studies that, give me a call because it's crazy. Every time I look outside, there's 8 more rabbits. And you know what? Or either that or they're like all getting smaller, which is not possible for rabbits, I don't believe. Anyway, it was a very productive sprint session for me. As a reminder, I will be live at this time every day this week except for Wednesday. So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be here at 6 a.m. Central Time, right at the same time. 88 Green says, now I want to listen to the Vitamin String Quartet's Bridgerton songs. I don't know if they did the Bridgerton ones, but it's like a similar vibe to like the violin versions of Pitbull or whatever they're doing these days. So I'll link that playlist, and I'll also link my current writing playlist in a comment of this video or like the description of this stream. So just give me a couple minutes after it's wrapped and then I'll put that there. But thanks for writing with me. I think we're gonna leave it there just because I'm actually going to a lap swim this morning before work. So I gotta dive right into the week. I hate that I said that, but we're gonna move on. So thanks everybody for writing. If you're watching the replay, let me know how much you got done. And I will see you tomorrow right at the same time. Bye.